Hey, good morning. It's JP here. It's early morning on October 6th. I'm in my home office. It's Saturday morning. Still in my nightgown, so I will not be getting on camera. But I wanted to record a few things while I brainstorm. So, we had our offices move, and at the other office I had all my books. I had a nice bookshelf and I had all my books. And long story short, I brought them all home. But so I'm starting to think about doing an EFT tapping class. I wrote a book on tapping for codependency, and I've taken several trainings. I'm all trained in that, right? And I've got a lot of energy psych books, but this one is a nice, easy one. I like the title, and it also helps people kind of get it. This one, PTSD affirmations, is really good for PTSD. This upward spiral is the main thing I use for depression treatment. I'm going to do more therapy, more and more therapy, and I've gotten a lot out of this book over the years, so I'm going to be using positive psychology along with the strength-based brief therapy, which my books are at work for those. And then parts, we were talking about unconscious stuff, and this is a really fun book to introduce the topic of unconscious parts. Okay, so I'm going to bring that probably as part of my my supervision, presentation. And this is what I mean by kind of all the stuff I have. I mean, I've got a lot of research on trauma this is the current stuff. I've got a whole shelf of past collections of stuff, curated stuff, trainings, my notes, whatever. This is my NLP art that I've been developing, just kind of tying it all together with some art. I've got, this is like my little magic training bag, or healing bag, I would say. Take a peek in there. It's got all kinds of my protocols and booklets and energy stuff and some cards for various questions and stuff. These are like all the books I'm literally reading right now, not to mention the one in the bathroom. The Tao of Fully Feeling. I'm almost done with that one now. And kind of my art center. And then in the morning I got my makeup over there. It's kind of like my vanity. So, but let's go over here to these books. All my energy psych books. I'm kind of going through. Now this would go really good with wellness stuff. How to energize your life, mentally, physically, emotionally. So it's got good stuff in there. For people to spark, some people aren't into tapping until you tell them that you can lose weight with tapping, or you can increase your abundance with tapping. But I'm more into the emotional healing side of tapping. This is kind of the Bible of Energy Medicine by Donna Eden. I've gone to her training. And then I remembered this old book from years and years. I'd have to think when I even got this, but this is what really got me interested in the unconscious mind a lot deeper, because it quotes a lot of physics. It gets really deep into the whole physics, which I kind of went through a phase of, learning about quantum physics and healing and stuff. That taught me so much about the unconscious mind, that you can talk to it, work with it. It could collapse, emotional anchors, trauma stuff. Same with this kind of book. But nothing really brought healing together till I learned energy therapy, and that just is the easiest way to educate people on a self-help tool instead of just all this theory, okay? There's a lot of stuff on the body. The body keeps the score, the unspoken voice. So this get me interested in the somatic healing type stuff, somatic experiencing, emo trance, and I'm mixing NLP with body stuff now. Anywho, this is me and Robert. Our 10 years. We're kind of like the two monkeys, you know, holding on to each other. That's kind of like our little thing. But let's see if I can turn my... This shelf is all NLP. All NLP and some hypnosis. Like a couple of these is hypnosis, and this is like the main dictionary of hypnosis stuff. So this is where I get all my knowledge from about the unconscious mind and how to work with it. And I like to work with it without hypnosis. So let's say these are hypnosis, you go into a trance. These are all NLP. There's no trance. You're just having a conversation like I am right now. You just ask the right questions and your unconscious mind gives you the answers and helps integrate fragmented parts. I mentioned parts in that fun book over there, right? Help collapse anchors, and then do some more stuff like future pace, your preferred future, you know, making new choices and whatnot. This is a really good recovery kind of affirmation book, 365 days, all on recovery, substance abuse and mental health, and kind of like for women, but not necessarily just all women, but it's very pro like women's strength and stuff. This is one of the first books a friend gave me way back in the 80s, the first thing I ever heard about healing or energy, the therapeutic touch. So I've kind of got like my history books, like how I got into all this and my first beginnings and whatnot. I mean, all this down here is all about personality types, personality disorders, just various recovery and kind of self-help books. But I've really weaned it down to just the top stuff I really love. I mean, the Mythic Path, I don't know if you can see it, really good. One of them uses energy psychology as well. So, yeah, and then all my psych books and from grad school and different things. So, anyway, where am I going with all this? I'm really starting to go through all my books and pick the ones I want to bring back to the office, like the Depression Cure. It's a great conversation starter. That's part of the reason I picked these books, you know, the title. So, that's for my depression, trauma, get some tapping, positive psych. So I'm going to continue working on that in here, and I think that pretty much wraps up the video. So I do have a blog called NLP4, the number 4, PTSD.blogspot.com. It's a free Google blogger, and I've got a few videos and some blogs. I'm just trying to put it out there, teaching people these easy NLP techniques to help with complex trauma and, you know, emotional regulation and just healing and transforming and moving forward in life. So that'll end our little video. Thanks for listening.